hate the homies.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? We back. Episode number 31. I Hate the Homies podcast. Rock-T is who I be.
It's your boy GRIFF, the first homie, and I hate the homies from South Africa. How about that?
And it's your boy SuperDave, always ready. But guess what? We don't care.
You on your own on that, dog. What kind of hoodie that you got on, bro? Your hoodies.
Hold on. Don't SuperDave look like an Ewok right now? A little furry, hooded.
Why is this
really
hoodie
can't
relaxed?
see their face.
It's like,
why would he do that just now?
Take that off me. You look like a big grown baby, dog. Take that off, man.
Remember they was with Luke Skywalker and them? They was saving the ship or something. It's 9,000 of them, dog. They like the minions, dog. The Ewoks. They all look the same, dog.
I hate y'all. I was trying to like Creed 1, 2, and 3 that's coming out. Look at that.
You giving me Stripe from Gremlin vibes.
That ain't Creed. That's a grown man in need.
I'm taking it off.
Of a new hoodie.
That ain't Creed. That's Freed.
Yeah.
That's what that is right there.
Hey, man, before we get going this week, first of all, we got to shout out to McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese. Thanks a lot for supporting the podcast. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But we got holiday season coming up. Christmas time, New Year's Eve. We're going to go around, talk about what we're going to be doing. Celebration Bowl went down. Jackson State, North Carolina Central. Oh, some call it an upset. And, of course, NFL season. GRIFF got, not GRIFF, but SuperDave got something going on with some zodiac signs that he want to talk about. So we're going to tap into that. We good? Y'all ready to rock and roll, fellas?
I'm ready. What's the zodiac sign? You just found out you was a Cancer recently?
Hold on, man. We'll let him talk about it. Let's go, Douglas.
I hate the homies.
All right, so happy holidays, my brothers. What y'all gonna be doing for Christmas and New Year's this year?
This is really hard for me. I got a 10-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. And I've been real big about Christmas every single year. I decorate the house. Now, I don't do the outside house because I want no guys know that it's Christmas on the inside. You know how some guys want to see what you got on the inside.
Dave, the whole world knows it's Christmas. Why you care what somebody care about? If you don't decorate your house and finish, you have Christmas in, dog.
Right.
You have Christmas in. I love this time of the year. I decorate. He got the best age kids for Christmas in the world, and they don't even know when they leave the crib.
Right.
They do know. I said inside my house. I mean, it's like.
What about when they get off the school bus and they got to go to the house with no lights or nothing?
No, I don't have no lights. I have no lights on the outside. But if I invite you to my house, when I invite you to my house and I open that door and let you in, it's magic. Well, it used to be magic. I don't have the magic this year. I have the 6-foot nutcrackers at the front of the door when you walk in with Christmas music coming out of them. I got a carousel on the table. I got the big Christmas tree. I got the Star Wars Christmas stuff hanging out. I mean, I got so much stuff. What you got the thing up for, man?
You not married, dog. You not.
What? Why do you think I'm not married?
You ain't said one time, wife hang up everything and it's my wife's favorite time of the year. She like to put the Christmas tree in a certain way, and my wife
busted.
No, dog. Today, this is my last podcast ever talking to you about your wife, dog. You ain't got no wife, dog.
This is where you make the mistake. I am a control freak. If I set out to do something, I want to be in control of it. I don't need anybody's help. I don't even want my kids' help to put the Christmas tree up. I do everything because I put everything away. And my wife has no problem with that. All she comes home to is a winter wonderland, and she goes, I didn't have to do anything. She's fine with it.
Well, she don't know what home to go to because the outside ain't a winter wonderland. So sometimes she walk past her own house and go, it's that one.
I hate you. I really do.
I hate the homie.
I hate you. I really do. But this is the dilemma. This is why this Christmas. Right, come on. Don't gas him up, man.
All right, go ahead and finish, dog. Go ahead and finish.
My God. Listen. So this is the dilemma I'm in. I didn't only put the tree up this year. Only the tree. And I don't know if you can say this, but my kids are at that age where you don't believe. You know what I mean?
I got you.
And my daughter came home and asked my wife that. And then I guess her friends were talking to her about it. This is like during the summer. And she came home and talked to my wife about it. And then she said, Mom, tell me the truth. My daughter asked for the truth. My wife told her the truth. And then she started crying. But you asked for the truth. Why would you start crying if you asked for the truth?
Because the whole time
this
we believe
the Christmas that you're gonna have, dog. the crying Christmas with the no face house. Next.
Really, it really is, because from the time they were born, I would have like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the truck at home. You know the claymation thing that we all watched when we were young. Yeah. Santa Claus coming to town. The Year Without a Santa Claus.
You still should do it.
All of them.
You still should do it.
Into it.
They still really should do it.
Huh?
You still should put all that stuff up.
They're not into it anymore. Even when they came in one day and I had Santa Claus is coming to town on, nobody came in the room to watch it with me. And I said, this is the end. I felt like I couldn't, it wasn't the same Christmas. I couldn't put anything out. I barely put out the tree. I normally put out everything October 31st. Halloween. That's when the tree goes up and that's when everything else goes up. Because I want 2 months of having Christmas stuff out. This year, the tree went up December 10th. So I'm going to have 2 weeks of Christmas with the tree. And I'm putting it away.
All right. So first of all, when we got to the point to tell our kids about Santa Claus, when they asked the question, because they all asked, yeah, we told them the truth. Now, after we told them the truth, they were sad a little bit. Now it's like, okay, continue to believe that Santa Claus is real. Now that you know the truth, in this house, Santa Claus is real. We're going to still celebrate. We're going to still have fun. We're going to still do all the decorations. We're going to still put out the cookies at night and milk and all that kind of stuff. So now that you know the truth, okay, cool. The shock is over. Now it's whatever you want to believe in your own head, and we're going to keep believing because we're going to keep having fun in this house. So that's the Christmas spirit that we have. For real. It is what it is.
Well, see, this is where the problem came in. My kids know me, and they had to figure it out. They would say, now my dad ain't going to let no white man come down the chimney. I can't even say the word. Come down.
Can't even talk.
And bring out Christmas gifts. And also take the cookie, take the milk, drink that, eat that, and then leave without saying something about that. They know me. Ain't nobody coming in this house unless I invite you. So they were going to figure out eventually. I found out back in the day by snooping around the house, and I found some of my gifts in the closet. I wasn't hurt, but I was happy because I knew what I was getting.
We've lost 700 people that was listening to the show, dog. You still talking about all anybody heard was you ain't got no lights in the front of your house, dog. Nobody, like, that's the takeaway, homie. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. My mother told us on Christmas Eve one time, hey, wake up. Wake up. Everybody wake up. Get your brothers and sisters. She brought us to the kitchen. She said, someone give me a map. And we got her like a United. She said, no, a map of the world. And in front of, while we was half asleep, she was like, wake up or y'all gonna miss this on Christmas Eve. Listen, do you really think a white man could get from here on this map all the way to here by tomorrow? No. According to my calculations, he should be here on January 7th if Sharon give me all my hours.
I love your mama. I love it.
Yeah, man, that's called keeping it real right there, Jack.
That is keeping it real.
Hey, my mom one Christmas year, we didn't get all the gifts that we asked for, of course, because we couldn't really afford it at the time. And we woke up for Christmas and all of our gifts, like we had like one gift a piece or whatever. I got two. I got an older brother and an older sister. And my mom was like, yeah, so Santa works for the UPS company. And he's going to be coming in the next couple of days to deliver the rest of your gifts.
And guess what? When you kids, you be like,
yeah, okay,
Upstruck.
Yeah, that's it. And when UPS truck came out there and delivered the rest of our stuff that mom ordered from the Sears catalog, shoot, you couldn't tell us nothing. We was happier than kids in the candy store, Jack. Well, for so long after that, I thought Santa Claus also worked for UPS.
And see, man. That's the sad part about it. Like my kids are 10 and 12, but they don't really play with toys. Like, like we play with toys at 10 and 12. I know I did. I had my little Star Wars action figure.
I played with toys for a long time. Like,
yeah. These kids don't play with toys.
I played with toys well into high school. I grew up in an abusive household. I was having my own imagination and fun with He-Mans and G.I. Joes. And how was I?
I still play with toys. My son, because my son, I used to collect Hot Wheels cars when I was younger. Then my son, when my son was born, he started liking Hot Wheels cars, and I'm like telling my wife, yo, he likes Hot Wheels cars. I used to love it. Man, I started buying him all the Hot Wheels tracks, and we created a Hot Wheels track with the big, long, super ramp. Oh, man, we still be racing cars with our bad boys. Get off.
I love it.
He's 13 now. Sure, we got a whole collection. Yeah, we got a whole collection of the old school classic Hot Wheels car. He got them on his wall, the whole nine. Yes, sir.
Oh, I love it.
But does he play with toys anymore? I know the Hot Wheels, but
he does. He loves Legos because he loves building Legos. Like he'll take a Lego out of a box and he'll make it better than the picture that's on the box. I mean, he's like a real.
You got one
architect.
of them.
Yeah, like he could be a Lego.
I know
master.
a couple kids that sleep with Legos like that. I bought the dude a little Millennium Falcon that looked hella hard to me. The little homie put it together so fast. He was like, I said, that's it. He said, he said, what I'm supposed to do now? I said, now fly it. You just made a whole, put it in the air, do some circles, dog.
Yeah, dog.
I wasn't sweet. I never knew. I was never sweet at Lego. My mama ain't really let us have Legos because I think she stepped on some a couple times. And then if you ever step on some Legos on the carpet and don't know the Legos is there, it's the worst pain. And my mom wasn't about the pain from children. I promise you. We ain't have Legos. We ain't have Play-Doh. What else we ain't have? Everybody had
y'all didn't have Play-Doh? What?
Y'all didn't have Play-Doh, man?
Oh no.
Play-Doh was the cheapest toy to buy. You can get like five or six in a pack for like $1.
And it was the worst to get in the carpet too. It was the worst to get in the carpet. So according to my mama, she was sick of stepping on hard Play-Dohs. She kept saying, "This feel like stepping on caca."
So Griff had a whole bunch of Weeble Wobbles. He had the little Weeble Wobbles, but they don't fall down.
I had Weeble Wobbles. I was big on the Slinky. I made my Slinky do a lot of stuff off the books and the bed and the
top 5 toy of all
Viewmaster.
time. Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head, man. That doggone Mr. Potato Head, Jack. And then Evil Knievel ramp.
Evil Knievel with the ramp.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Evil Knievel that you had to wind up.
Yes.
Yep.
Let it go.
Yep.
The Rock'em Sock'em robot.
Yes, sir. The little red and blue.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say this, and I know y'all going to be like, Griff. But when I was a little kid, I was at the beach, and I was Evil Knieveling, making little ramps in the beach. I'm a little kid.
Right.
My Knievel jumped this little thing and land, and I go to get it, and it's a lady. It's a lady under ice. I saw her breast. I moved her breast back. Come to find out later, Somebody killed a lady.
What?
I found her when I was a kid. I promise you.
Really?
Ask my daddy. I
You
swear.
found a dead person on the beach.
I
Very
found
nice.
She wasn't like on top of the sand where you'd be like, it's a lady on the sand. When I went to go get because my Evil Knievel motorcycle man went in this thing and I had to move it, and she was under ice. She had been there a long time.
Bro,
Man,
well,
you
might have just discovered an undiscovered doggone.
No. My dad, the police came in it was all it's all yeah. But reading the article, my dad said he found it so it wouldn't be no problem in them trying to talk to a kid. It say his name, but I'm telling y'all, and this is the first time I ever told this story to anybody.
Man,
playing with an evil and found a dead white lady.
But tell the truth. So you said, was it a white woman?
A white lady.
Did you play with her breast?
He was under ice. What is wrong with you? I'm traumatized as a child. No, I.
Okay, that's it. All right, it's time to switch this topic.
No,
we've been
put the McDonald's. Put the ad.
Yeah, so we've been talking about the Celebration Bowl, but right now we got to shout out to McDonald's.
Hold on, dog. Don't do the McDonald's yet, Dave. We just want to say you're a nasty man, and you wouldn't be welcome at my house with my kids, dog. That's all.
No.
You better be glad my kids is 31 and 24 and all the days.
Question had to be asked. I asked the question. We were all thinking about it. You said you moved the breast. I was asking when you're playing with the breast.
No,
So on that note, just leave it alone, Griff. It's time for the McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese breakdown of the week. So I Hate the Homies podcast.
Why you laughing, dog? Tell them why you laughing. Hold on, dog. Hold on, dog. Don't try to do a commercial right here.
Oh, man. Woo!
How creepy is SuperDave, dog, for real?
Dog. I'm glad he's over there. Over there.
I'm glad I'm in South Africa, dog. I feel unsafe.
That's a weird dude right there, for real, man.
That's a weird. Hey, man, that's the homie to hate this episode, yo.
Hands down.
It never crossed your mind, Rock, when he said that.
Hate him. We won't even talk about that part. Hate him because he say he Christmassy, but no one in the neighborhood knows.
They don't know. They don't know.
So let's move.
But he got the 6-foot nut crossing the door when you walk in, but he don't want to put a wreath on the outside of it.
Nope.
Let's keep it moving, man. McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese breakdown of the week, man. We're going to talk about the Celebration Bowl. Jackson State University loses to North Carolina Central. So, first of all, double quarter pounder with cheese is made when you order and is worth pulling up for. Let me tell you, it's bigger than just tasting and enjoying a double quarter pounder with cheese. It is a legitimate experience, ladies and gentlemen. When I say it's an experience, from the time that you place the order and the time I drive through to the time that the nice McDonald's service person hands me that hot steaming bag out of the window, and I grab it and I open it. We all do this. We open the bag, and then the steam from the bag just, and the aroma of the burger. Now, I haven't even eaten it yet, ladies and gentlemen. But then when I put the bag into the passenger seat, I pay the person and I drive and park. I don't know about y'all, but this is what I do. I drive and park in the parking lot. I reach over and grab that hot quarter pounder with cheese, double quarter pounder with cheese, unwrap it, still steaming. It's still steaming. And I take that first bite, bro. So I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I'm in heaven.
Real burger experts know when they drive up to the McDonald's, pull up to that McDonald's window, they know exactly what they're going to get, just like me. I'm ordering the double quarter pounder with cheese. Nothing else. When I know what I'm going to get, I am that real burger expert. I know exactly what I want.
Well, it's 2024. McDonald's will be in South Africa for 30 years. And when you walk into a McDonald's overseas and you see they got the double quarter pounder with cheese, you like, home.
Yes, sir. So get a drip that's inspiring as your drip when you order a double quarter pounder with cheese at McDonald's. I promise you, you're going to love it. All right, so let's get into the Celebration Bowl, man. We got North Carolina Central. Some call it an upset, but some say, yo, they was flat out better that day. And I agree. North Carolina Central flat out beat Jackson State. They did an amazing job. Deion Sanders didn't make no excuses. He's like, listen, man, they beat us. They was a better team today. It is what it is. Hats off to them. And that's how you do it, man. That's kind of character you got. If you want to talk a lot of talk and you want to be win as a champion, you got to learn how to lose.
You got to eat
as a champion.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
So I got a chance to watch the second half. I didn't see the first half. I watched the second half. And listen, man, North Carolina Central look good, bro. Like if they play 10 games, it may be 5-5, maybe 6-4 to North Carolina Central, man. They had a solid defense. Their running game was sick, and the quarterback, Richard, man, boy, is cold. He nice, man. He could probably play. He could probably play and definitely on the next level. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
He's nice. He's nice, man. I gotta give mad respect to North Carolina Central for winning the game.
I think this is where, for me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't name how many HBCU games I've watched or how many Celebration Bowl games I've watched. I think Deion played a big part in this of me watching. I watched the entire game, and I have not watched one bowl game from beginning to the end so far. Now I will when the playoffs.
That's a big deal. Then that's a big deal.
When the playoffs start, I will. But for them to have my attention on that Saturday from the beginning to the end, and just to see the hype and everything surrounding that football game, I thought it was a great game. I really did. And you don't want to say, you hate to use that word great, but it kept me entertained. Not just Deion Sanders, not just Travis Hunter, not just Shador Sanders, but North Carolina Central.
Mm-hmm.
They kept me entertained because they had a running game.
Yes, sir.
One guy, Griff, you had to see this. I think the last time I saw somebody stiff arm somebody like this was
Derrick Henry. Yeah.
I forgot the quarterback, but he stiffed on them. But in this game, it was in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
The homeboy from North Carolina Central was running, and he stiffed on number 7.
I seen that
on his back.
He almost turned a backflip.
You remember that?
Yes, sir.
I said,
wow.
God,
grown man.
A grown man.
But Roger Goodell got a black nephew that played for Jackson State.
Yes. Yeah. So that means he got some black folk in his family.
That means his sister or brother. He didn't have to marry him. He just had a baby with somebody. But guess what? Guess what? Roger Goodell being your uncle is the epitome of nepotism.
Come on, dog.
Then my second question about this celebrity ball back the door.
A ghost just walked in, bro, and a light shining
Don't
too.
do that.
Wait a minute. Oh, I was going to say
they all just looking at the background. They like, he in Africa. We don't know what the ancestors just. I think all the ancestors just came in. Isn't this Deion's second time losing the ball game?
Yes,
2
sir.
years in a row.
Yes, sir.
So we're talking about prime time or Coach Prime going to the Power 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
But he hadn't learned how to beat the MEAC yet. He's lost to them back-to-back years. He controls the SWAC. He is SWAC, or he was SWAC.
He ain't MEAC. Deion Sanders is not MEAC. That's the shirt.
And the coach for North Carolina Central, what he said after the game at the press conference, I thought it was classy because he said,
Coach Oliver.
He said he could have been mad about what happened before the game. He said they had to wait in a line outside the stadium in their buses because Jackson State took forever to get off their bus. He said that wasn't classy. And then also when it was like the pregame, Jackson State stayed out there like 10 or 15 minutes more than what they should. And he said, my guys were in the tunnel, but he said, I told my guys, this is how, just go out there and do your job. We can't control that part, but we can control by winning the football game. And that's what they did.
I, because that's such a consistent thing with Jackson State, I believe that's Coach Prime's need. Already in your head. Yes. You already mad. You already, I mean, we know we all done coached something or been to something where somebody was coaching something that you don't walk through people's practice, dog. Like,
I agree. You don't do that.
Yeah,
you don't.
Yeah, so his stall technique or it go like Iowa's pink locker rooms.
It's a disrespect. It's a disrespect. That's what it is.
Look, man, call it what you want.
Peeing on your grass and you live across the street, the other dog.
Call it what you want, man. All teams got different things that they do to try to get to the other team's mental state of mind right before a game, whether it's disrespect or not. It's part of sports, man. And this is where I get bothered because nowadays everybody's so soft. Everybody's so sensitive about little things, man.
It's the wussification of America, dog.
But hats off to Coach Oliver, North Carolina Central head coach, for getting his team and keeping his team focused. And listen, just like you said, we can't control all that hoopla and stuff that Jackson State is doing out there. Let's stay focused and locked in to what we can control. And that's when we get out on the doggone football field, dominate. And that's what they did. So,
I was just surprised because my wife, okay, I shouldn't say it with y'all.
Don't say that.
Hey, man, he's saying stories about his wife again.
You can't say the W word, dog.
I just say her name then. Ebony came in the room and she even asked questions about the Jackson State game. I'm just telling you, he played a big part on people watching HBCU football. He really did.
And
because I've never watched an entire game. Because even if you go to a Grambling Prairie View game, what do? We stay until the halftime for the band, and then we all leave.
Well, that's most HBCU games, period.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people come to them games to watch the halftime.
Yeah.
You got to love Coach Prime. Not only is he making people watch the game, he's making imaginary people also watch the game. So kudos.
Yes, indeed.
So the new Colorado Buffalo coach.
Indeed. And the saga continues. So let's shift over to NFL, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, bro. Don't nobody want to see my Detroit Lions, period. Don't nobody want to see my Detroit Lions. Nobody. I don't care. We gonna sneak in the back door of the playoffs, and it ain't gonna be no one and done. I guarantee you, nobody wants to play the Detroit Lions the first round of the playoffs. Now, I know we still got to get there. We ain't locked in yet. But when that happens, come on, man. Camo got the boys ready to play. And we starting to play defense a little bit now. We wasn't even playing defense up until now. We starting to play a little bit of defense. Man, come on. Y'all better respect them Lions. I'm done.
I'm going to give you this.
Respect is strong.
It is strong, but I'm giving them this. They were 1-6 the first part of the season.
Preach.
Since then, they've been 6-1.
Preach.
They've been one of the better teams in the NFL. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Dan Campbell's doing an incredible job. He got those guys believing what they're doing out there, that they can win. They can get that final spot in the NFC because right now the Washington Commanders hold that spot. But Washington got to play the 49ers this weekend. And that's not an easy task. That 49er defense, if Washington couldn't beat the Giants this past week, they won't beat the 49ers.
It's not happening.
And if Detroit continue to do what they're doing, they get that 7th spot. And I'm with Rock, and I ain't with Rock a lot. But if I'm a head coach for another team, that is not a team I want to see because they are dangerous.
What I love about the Lions is we all watch the Hard Knocks. For some reason, Hard Knocks is like being on the cover of Madden. Whoever on Madden break their whole spinal cord the next season. But normally the people that's in Hard Knocks always have a horrible season, and you get sucked into watching the Jacksonville Jaguars and remember the last one with the Raiders. My Raiders finally get one, and Antonio Brown goes crazy in front of the world.
Yep.
So shout out to really seeing them coaches before the season, the love, the admiration, the team, that running back who told his team with tears in his eyes, man, I want to win, dog. We can do it. Like, I'm happy for the Lions fans, all the Lions fans and everybody out there that's from Detroit who like 3 other teams, because the Lions done broke your heart for your whole life. Shout out to the inner Lion fan that's in you.
What up, dope? How about your Cowboys, Dave? How they lose to Jacksonville? No disrespect to Jacksonville, but come on, really?
Jacksonville played a hell of a second half. That's number one. But the Cowboys got to figure out, because they did it against Green Bay, how do you blow a 17-point lead with 20 minutes left? I mean, I don't understand what they were trying to do, but I think the biggest part, we can blame Dak, because he threw a couple interceptions in that game. I think one of them wasn't his fault, but he had a bad interception on his side of the field. You cannot turn the ball over like that. He did it against Houston Texans the week before. You can't do that. But the Cowboys defense, who we're all praising at the beginning of the season, and maybe y'all not, but I'm saying a lot of people are praising their defense, saying they were a top 5 defense. They've looked bad the last 2 weeks against the Houston Texans and against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, people starting to figure him out.
He threw for almost 300. He threw for 300 yards in that football game.
People starting to figure him out, so they got to start switching things up. But they were a top 5 defense in the league before the last couple of weeks. They just got to switch some things up.
Well, you lost Anthony Brown for the entire season, the other corner. Now Cowboy fans are seeing how important he was. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got Diggs on the other side, but Brown is a big factor. But I think the other part too, Michael Parsons had been the same in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
He playing hurt, bro. He playing hurt, bro. He
might be playing hurt. But I think the Cowboys are making the biggest mistake, because they're also making him rush. And I don't care who you are, and I don't care how great Michael Parsons is, but they got him on a defensive line, and you're going against those big offensive linemen. You're going to beat them sometime, but sometimes they beat you and take the toll on your body throughout the season. And I think we're seeing that right now.
346-foot-9-pound guards and tackles. You think you was just going what? All game every week on somebody?
No.
There's a lot of L's in that 60.
The Cowboys got a lot of questions right now. I mean, I think the division is still – we can say Philadelphia has it, but now we know Philadelphia had a hard time with Chicago over the weekend. And then now we found out that Jalen Hurts has a sprained shoulder.
I saw that.
He could miss a couple of games. That puts if they lose a couple of games, the Cowboys could be right back in the picture if they take care of their business.
Right.
So it's still gonna be interesting to the final game of the regular season.
How about them Raiders?
Let me do it like a person who don't know sports at all, who half be listening. Kaepernick might get in.
Speaking of Kaepernick, your Raiders almost gave him a shot.
Homie, the Raiders. I got the message. I saw the replays later. I'm 7-8 hours ahead of y'all, so the game come on at an ignorant time. I don't even know. I was watching World Cup. Shout out to Lionel Messi, but shout out to Mbappe from France, who still won the Golden Boot Award, which is the best player in all of World Cup, but he lost the World Cup to Lionel Messi, and that's Lionel Messi's last World Cup. That's how you would like to leave the sport, which I asked probably 31 people or so, who better, Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? And according to these Africans, Ronaldo is 2. He ain't humble. Lionel Messi don't say nothing, and he just get you points. The World Cup was dope, but shout out to France, who really should be Africa with all the black people that they got on their team that's from Africa. So go ahead.
I was trying to find out who really cares what you were saying. I thought we were talking about the Raiders. I mean, I was just asking. We're talking about the Raiders.
That's because I know we got a worldwide audience who some of them don't know about the NFL, but all of them know about football.
Yeah, because they both football.
That's fine, but I thought we were talking about the Raiders. I thought that's where we were going.
Our Raiders got another win while your Cowboys didn't. What else we talking about? I'm not going to go into this with him. Like, stop it.
Like that.
Stop it.
I mean, I think that the Raider game, I was shocked that we've seen Bill Belichick and his teams. I don't think I've ever seen him do a crazy, stupid thing like they did at the end of that Raider game. Because you could have went in with a tie when it took it to overtime. But I don't know what the hell they were doing. And then
it was some. When I play Madden and people, I'm up by 13-0 or 7-0. Me and my children, my sons, we say now they're in desperation mode. You know what I'm saying? Now you're doing things you don't. And plus, remember, our head coach used to be under that franchise for a decade and a half or something. So it was a big deal. It was a flimsy, clumsy win, but I'll take a W anytime.
A win is a win.
My Cowboys like that. No matter what, they're 10-4, and they got a playoff spot. Where are the Raiders at right now?
Good point.
Winning games week by week, trying to get our bills in mix. Excuse me, young sir. I didn't know my tone was affecting your hearing. That's my bad.
I don't know if there's any more games. Go ahead. Any more games you want to talk about?
Another game we should be talking about. Did y'all see the Colts? And it was on the NFL Network.
Oh, man.
The Colts had a 33-point lead at the half.
That was so.
No, they didn't.
The Vikings come all the way back to win that game.
Who they played?
The Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings come back to beat the Colts.
The Vikings losing dumb games they don't need to lose either.
But the Vikings won.
They came back and won.
They came back and won the game. They were down.
The Colts like the Super Bowl with the Falcons.
Exactly.
Worse than that.
Who was the quarterback for the Falcons at that time?
Oh, Ryan.
Matt Ryan. And who was the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts this Saturday? Matt Ryan.
He beat his own record. Yep. He beat his own record as the worst.
That was bad. That was bad, man.
He needs to retire. Matt needs to get out of there and go and retire.
Man.
And Jeff Saturday would not be a head coach in the NFL next year.
Nah, all that hype around Saturday just went out the door. It's officially Sunday.
And after that game, all of Atlanta went like this. Now you know how it feels.
Yeah.
Welcome.
See?
Welcome.
I tried to tell you.
Matt Ryan-ness.
In one last game before we move from the NFL, Tom Brady, they were up 17-0 over Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I started texting people. This is at the half. I started texting people at the half going, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are back. It was 17-0, 17-3 at the half. They came out in the second half. Tampa Bay did. Fumble, interceptions, all over the field. They look like a totally different team. They're like the team we've seen over the last few weeks. They're a sloppy team. They might make it to the playoffs because they might win that sorry-ass division. And the Cowboys might see them.
You've been wanting to say that. You've been wanting to say that all season about a sorry division. You welcome. You right. You right. Anybody could win in the NFC right now. Anybody could win.
But again, I'm still afraid because if the Cowboys right now, if they start to play, the playoffs started right now, the Cowboys will be playing Tampa Bay in Tampa. And I still see the Cowboys losing that game.
At the end of the day, say what you want to say about this season. Tom Brady in the playoffs is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because that's where the mental state of mind come in. Like, come on, like everybody else is like nervous. Playoff time is like, man, this is what I do, bro.
Right now, y'all been seeing Giselle Brady. You've been seeing Giselle Brady off.
Yeah, right. He still got that in his head, man.
He got it. Yeah, he's trying to put it in his mind how he gonna see his kids during the holiday and not make it uncomfortable. And I feel you, Tom. I'm with you, Tom. These females ain't loyal, man.
Hey, man.
According to this song, I wouldn't know. Who knows?
All right, before we leave, we gotta let SuperDave share his Zodiac story. Go ahead, bro. What's this you've been bugging me and Griff to talk about?
Why y'all be bugging, man? Why you gotta say it like that, man?
We feel a little annoyed, dog, now that you want to be a horoscope person, but go ahead. I'm a horoscope person, so I want to see the little horoscope. He done read a Sunday paper, ladies and gentlemen, and now he the horoscope king. Come on, Sagittarius.
Okay, first of all, let's find out exactly what each sign is for each.
I'm a Libra. I'm an air sign. September 30th. Best zodiac sign in the world.
Okay, interesting.
I'm an Aquarius. I'm the water boy. Let's go.
I'm a Taurus. I'm a bull.
You are boy.
Y'all smiling. You a calf.
Hey, you ain't got your horns yet, bro.
Okay, God dog. Here we go.
You could be veal soon. Keep on.
Okay, in an article from the New York Post, this is the reason I asked this question. They said, which 3 zodiac signs are most likely to cheat and destroy hearts?
I know it ain't me.
Huh?
I know it ain't Aquarius.
Let's
Wait a minute. According to this article, well, I know an extreme amount about horoscopes. I think that I'm gonna give you my 3.
Okay.
What the Taurus is, they so loyal. You could cheat on a Taurus forever. They not going nowhere. They gonna stick in there through the pain. Libras is air sign. I'm saying you could cheat on you. Taurus do. Taurians get cheated on most of the time. That was my point.
Okay.
I thought you were saying who could get most cheated on.
No, I didn't say who could get most cheated on.
No. I'm gonna go with Aries, Scorpio, and a Gemini.
Okay, because Gemini, we can say Gemini because what? They act like 2 people sometimes.
Everybody think it's 2 people, but it's really 9 personalities. You focus on 2 if you want to. You get your feelings hurt by a Gemini a bunch of ways.
Let's find out
they all in our
Herschel Walker. Let's find out if Herschel Walker's a Gemini because he has all those different personalities. Rock, what do you think? The 3.
Man, I'm gonna have to go with this. Is the one that give me the question again.
Which 3 zodiac signs are most likely to cheat and destroy hearts? This is from the New York Post article over the weekend.
I would say Cancer, Gemini, and Taurus.
Cancers is all the men. Cancers is all mama's boys, so they really not gonna cheat like that. They funny style. They go in their shell. That's where they disappear. So you need somebody that's a communicator. So tell us. I want to know now.
I got the answer right here. The first one, I think everybody agreed. I think everybody said Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini is 1. Okay.
Yes.
The second one is real interesting. What did you say your sign was?
I'm a Libra.
Libra was number 2.
I figured it was, but I just didn't want to implicate myself.
Where's your wife at? I need to talk to her. It says, hold on. It says no one lies as easily or cheats like a Libra. Damn, Griff.
Well, it also say that Groundhog Day is important for a stupid animal to tell you what the winter gonna be. So you keep believing social media if you want to, little horoscope man.
Don't get mad at me. This is the New York Post.
What's the third one?
Pisces.
The fish.
And guess who was the Pisces? And I think we all know who this person is.
Who?
Plays basketball.
You're being vague.
Okay. Kim Kardashian. He's part of that. He didn't mess with Kim Kardashian. I guess was it Chloe?
Chloe, you talking about?
Tristan.
Thompson. Yes.
That's funny.
He's a Pisces.
What is Pisces? Pisces is after May, coming into May.
February 19th through March 20th.
February 9th. Okay. Pisces is super duper smart. That's why.
Yeah.
Pisces read the room the best. They know their mark.
But I can't believe y'all thought Taurus was part of that. And one of y'all, I think Rock-T said Taurus. Please.
I said the Taurians is the easiest people to cheat on, dog. They They could find out you cheating on them. They could see you cheating on them, and they are not breaking up with you, dog.
I'm not that person. Go ahead, Rob.
You don't even have a female. Shut up.
So we just wasted 5 minutes of our podcast to talk about that damn sex.
Oh my God.
The stupidest article that he ain't read nothing all weekend except the Jackson State loss and 3 people who cheat. Now he mad because the choruses get cheated on. Look at his face.
On that note, it's time for us to get up out of here, man.
I'm not mad. I want to talk to your wife.
You know, hold on. You know who your invisible? Hold on. You know who your invisible wife cheating on you with? Somebody who got Christmas decorations on the outside of their house.
There it is. I hate the homies. Oh man, we out of here, man. Thank y'all. Keep listening. Keep subscribing. All that good stuff. I can't even talk, man. It's a 5-star reviews. Download. Click the bell to get the alerts. Follow us on social media. I Hate the Homies podcast. Rock-T's who I be.
Man, I'm Griff, and I hate the homies all the way from South Africa on a different continent. They still make me sick.
And this is your boy SuperDave. And Griff is a Libra. I will be talking to your wife real soon. I got my eyes on you, dog. But guess what?
We don't care. Do this.
2 fingers. Stupid.
I hate the homies.